Hello everybody, welcome back to the Grad-Centric Podcast. Today we're going to talk about federal student loan repayment plans. This can be a confusing topic for many individuals who have taken out federal student loans, trying to figure out what's the best plan for me to slot into, especially maybe if you're struggling with paying the monthly payments and the standard repayment plan, which is where you start. Everybody starts out in the standard repayment plan, so you're looking at paying your loans over a 10-year period, and those are fixed payments. So again, sometimes people open their statement to pay their student loans and they just realize they can't make that payment. Or they wonder in the back of their mind, is there a better way for me? Can I maybe get some additional loan forgiveness or help with these loans if I slot into a certain program? If those are questions that you're having, this is a great episode for you to stick around and learn about the different repayment plans. Now, my disclaimer for this episode is that this is a pretty complex planning topic. There are exceptions. There are some plans that are a better fit than others depending on your goals for paying off your student loans. So I would tell you at this point, please feel free to reach out to us. Send me an email at jason@gradmetrics.com. We can take a look at your federal student loan situation and give you some guidance on what might be the best pathway for you to go forward when it comes to paying off your student loans. So here we go. I've already talked about the standard repayment plan. This is a 10-year payment window. Your payments are fixed in terms of paying off your loans over those 10 years. Again, some individuals have tens of thousands or even hundreds of thousands of dollars in student loans out there. So when you look at that fixed monthly payment, it may be quite a shock in terms of what you have to pay back each month over that 10-year period. So individuals start to look for different options. Well, the next option for you is the graduated repayment plan. And on this plan, you're going to pay less in the beginning of your period and more towards the end. So we're starting to shift or make changes to that monthly payment. This can be really beneficial if you're maybe getting into an internship or your first job. You're not getting paid a ton straight out of college, but you do know that over time your income will grow. And so you can start paying less at the beginning of your term and more towards the end of your term. And you will tend to pay more on a payment plan like this simply because interest is a factor here. And so you'll end up paying a bit more on the graduated repayment plan or paying a bit more on the next plan we're going to talk about, which is the extended payment plan. So extended, as you might gather from the name, is when we start playing with the term. And so instead of a 10-year term, we're extending out that term to up to 25 years. When we extend out the term, your monthly payment goes down. But again, we have this interest at play, and so you'll end up paying more on a plan like this, but your monthly payments will be more manageable. Now keep in mind, for these two programs, they are not eligible for public service loan forgiveness. So if that's something that you're thinking about, and public service loan forgiveness is another topic for another video, it should stand alone on its own when we talk about that. Great program offered by the government. But on these two plans, not eligible. They're not eligible plans for public service loan forgiveness. So if that's something you're looking for, you'll need to look at some other plans in terms of qualifications. Then we go to the pay-as-you-earn or the revised pay-as-you-earn plan. The general idea being here, you're going to pay towards your monthly payments 10% of your discretionary income. And this is something that you'll update year over year with new income and new family information. But generally, you are going to be paying that 10% as you go along. The good thing about these programs, though, is they are eligible for loan forgiveness after 20 or 25 years. Now, granted, this is no panacea, right? You're going to be paying on your loans. You need to be making those payments for 20 to 25 years. But if you meet the eligibility criteria here, the ability to get loan forgiveness after 20, 25 years is certainly a perk that's offered in these plans. These are also eligible for public service loan forgiveness, so keep that in mind. And then I tell people when we talk about loan forgiveness too, keep in the back of your mind that you need to be planning for the tax implications. That's another twist in the plan here that you need to be aware of, is that the loan forgiveness piece does cause some tax implications that you need to be aware of. And again, if you have questions about that, feel free to reach out to us. We can give you some detail with that, but that's something that you'll need to keep in mind. Finally, we get to this last category that I would call income payment plans. And this is the IBR, the income-based repayment plan, the ICR, the income contingent repayment plan, and then the income-sensitive repayment plan. Those first two are eligible for loan forgiveness after 20 to 25 years. They're also eligible for the Public Service Loan Forgiveness Program. And the last one, the income-sensitive repayment plan, is on a track such that the loan is paid in full within 15 years. So those are some detail around that. But these income plans are essentially where you're going to be basing your monthly payment on a percentage of income, so 10 to 20%. And they're another option for you to get some relief when it comes to your monthly payment and some potential loan forgiveness down the line. So if you're still confused, please do feel free to reach out to us, Jason at gradmetrics.com. We do student loan repayment plan analysis. We do student loan analysis that we can help you through some of these questions. And again, there are some caveats here, there's some exceptions here, but trying to give you all a 30,000 foot view of what it looks like for some of these repayment plans, and trying to keep it very simple and very generalistic so that you have just a general understanding of what it means to repay your federal student loans. Thanks so much for joining us on this episode. We'll see you in future episodes on more great topics when it comes to college and student loan planning. We'll see you then.